Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the...
Breaks into the open! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Makes the grab, it's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So Pittsburgh's offense will... field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to pass, it's Rousseau. Going for it all. Touchdown ball! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
so...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. BYU was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quick strike complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Pitt right back to the line. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to shove him out of bounds. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Tight end now in motion. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Finds some room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, looking for room. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A little release to the back. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Quick step and go. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Schuster. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit, no just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Schuster. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming, we got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Firing deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly. So
turning it on. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. Pitt right back to the line. inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead after putting up a three-spot. The kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The inside handoff. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Pitt pushing the pace.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On the run, it's Schuster. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next, going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the tight end. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Volunteer! Great job by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room, it's Schuster. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense short gain. Hit right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Schuster.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pocket breaking down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 30. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.